Get your tickets now at curling.ca.
We are back live at the RA Center in Ottawa. It is Draw 3 action in the Canadian Curling Pre-Trials Direct Entry event here at the RA Center. This will be a morning showdown, A-event semifinals between Team Kerry Galusha of Yellowknife and Team Ashley Howard of Saskatoon. Both these teams won their opening game yesterday at the RA Center and find themselves 3 wins away from a berth in the home hardware pre-trials next month in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. My name is Al Cameron. I'm the Director of Communication and Media Relations for Curling Canada. It's my pleasure to bring you this game today between 2 very, very good curling teams. And we can tell you that Team Galusha will have last rock advantage in the first end, and based on their early play this season, that's probably not a surprise. I think it's safe to say that Team Galusha has played extremely well in the early portion of this season, probably played the most games of any women's team in Canada at this point. They have a 12-3 record coming into this event, and of course they won their opener yesterday here in Ottawa against Team Sarah Ward from Abbotsford, British Columbia, 10-4. But they're coming off a win at the KW Fall Classic in Kitchener-Waterloo last weekend, beating Holly Duncan of Ontario in that championship game. And they made it to the final as well with the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard in Oakville. So Team Galusha off to a great start this season, but it is Team Howard that will throw first. Team Howard features, of course, Ashley Howard at skip, the Fesser sisters, the twins, Courtney Fesser at third, Krista Fester at second, Kaylin Skinner at lead, and of course their coach, you may have heard of him, Russ Howard, Ashley's dad. And Team Galusha will feature skip Kerry Galusha, vice skip Joanne Rizzo, second Margot Fleming, and lead Sarah Colton back with the team this year after a year's break due to COVID travel restrictions. So good to see Sarah back on the team. We see it is Kerry Galusha throwing the lead rocks for the team, but she will be calling shots. As Joanne Rizzo is holding the broom for her, and it looks like we're going to have some hits here in this first end as the teams get used to this early morning ice. And another hit being called here for Team Howard. And seeing as I am flying solo today, we will let the players do a lot of the talking today, and arguably you'd like to hear them more than me anyways. But it's going to be a fairly open first end, it appears here. As noted, both these teams coming off wins yesterday. Team Galusha beating Sarah Wark. Team Howard, meanwhile, was an 8-4 winner over Team Caitlin Jones of Winnipeg. A reminder of what's at stake here during these pre-trials direct entry event. 2 teams, 2 men's teams, 2 women's teams will get berths into those home hardware pre-trials that will take place in late October in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. And of course, 2 teams of each gender will come out of that event to go on to the Tim Hortons Roar of the Rings in Saskatoon, where our 4-player teams for the Beijing Olympics will be decided.
That's what the first end is about, to learn about the ice. They're discussing rock times, they're discussing paths, of course. They'd like to hold that shooter in the rings. Good sweep there. Margot Fleming about to throw her second stone for Team Galusha. They do manage to hold that stone, and it will be trading hits here in this open first end. It's Sarah Colton now stepping in. She will throw third rocks for this team. These teams, these two skips at any rate, have never played each other, which seems like a surprise because both of them have played a lot of games over the years. But first head-to-head matchup between Ashley Howard and Kerry Galusha. Full slate of games here this morning, all 5 sheets in action. 3 women's games, 2 men's games, all in the pre-trials direct entry. Of course, there is the trials direct entry event going on as well. at the same time. That will decide 2 men's teams and 3 women's teams that will go directly into the Tim Hortons trials in Saskatoon. Still 27 men's teams and 27 women's teams in Canada that are still alive in a bid to represent Canada at the 2022 Winter Olympics.
The first hit in the morning, I mean, it's pretty good. I might have to roll to be in if she
Yeah.
uses it, eh?
Yep. Yeah. Yep, right to it. Hard, Margot. Right to it. Okay. Yeah, 9-8. Good call, Sarah.
I think the same turn and cross it would be my thought.
Yeah, just this. Good. 9-8. In the range.
So it will be an open hit here for Ashley Howard.
We do have to roll
Yeah, and just maybe a hair.
She'd like to roll this onto the ring somewhere and
though.
have
I can have the same one.
Team Galusha's last rock thrower, Joanne Rizzo, have to make a shot to get the blank and carry Hammer into the second end.
It was so hot now. Queen. Queen. Whoa. Queen. 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 Any roll, Kaylin. Roll. Real nice, Ash.
And they do get it on the rings, but a nose hit will get the job done for Joanne Rizzo.
Great. You pick. They're both gonna run.
Nose hit would stay off the rings.
Real good. 9-9.
And I like the throw,
Yeah,
too.
no, those
Felt good.
were totally readable.
Don't get used to it. The wall up there.
Good. Good first down.
Joanne Rizzo, last rock of this first end, looking for the blank. Trying to roll this off the rings. They're going to have to get it over there.
Good.
And that'll be okay. A little bit of a tester there for the first end, but Joanne Rizzo does execute the shot, and it will be Team Galusha taking last rock into the second end of this A event semifinal.
Good. Oh, really?
The other A event semifinal also will take place today. That will take place at noon. All these times are Eastern, noon Eastern time.
I think so.
Team St. George from Quebec, Laurie St. George. Team Jesse Hunkin from North Battleford, Saskatchewan. They will go head-to-head at noon. And a win in that game and a win in this morning's A event semifinal. The two winners will meet at 4 o'clock tomorrow for a berth in one of the qualifying games. So game tomorrow at 4 o'clock between the two winners of the semifinals this morning.
Good pass. Good pass. I think 6-7. We don't have as much time as we think. 7. It's gotta come off.
Coming into the rings,
Corner. Sorry, Kaylin. Nice throw. What do you think for
Sorry, Ash.
Steve?
Yeah, that's your line, exactly.
Hey.
the corner guard is the call. So that rock going behind the tee line from Team Howard prompts Team Galusha, Joanne Rizzo and Kerry Galusha to decide, you know what, let's get this game on. So corner guard being called for Kerry Galusha.
So that was our bad. Okay, there it goes.
And for those wondering, yes, we're aware. We're trying to get the audio going for Team Galusha's right now. Those problems are being worked on, thanks to the guys in the truck.
We just go top four.
This is also fine.
So the corner guard called and made by Kerry
Yes.
Galusha, and it's Team Howard now. Looking like they'll call a short center guard.
Holy moly, that curled. guys get? What'd you get? Or what did she get? We're out a little wide.
Nice, good.
3.
Keep it out, Dan.
We're not in.
Kaylin Skinner with the attempt.
4.
Okay.
I don't know
If
it
you're
really
in,
matters
keep
for me,
going.
but I
23
do
years
like to
old.
know. Okay.
Living in, I believe, Saskatoon, playing out of the Nutana Club.
Really close her out. I'm sliding really tight today. Okay.
Wow.
But I'm sliding better. Okay.
It came in a little deeper than they'd hoped. They'd hoped to leave that in front of the rings, but it is still Team Howard sitting 2, but chance here for Kerry Galusha to maybe play the little hit and roll and get behind that corner guard.
Glad I'm not throwing that one. Glad I'm not throwing that rock.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoa! 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 Whoa!
Just like that. It's probably hard to avoid the jam if they wanted the roll, but still a pretty good outcome. That rock stays behind the tee line. And
Sorry, Ashley.
it will be Team Howard trying to replace the rock, and they'd like to keep this as a guard, not in the rings.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoot, John that, eh? Was it, so it was back 8? That's okay. What did she call it? 2!
Yep. Wide path here.
Switch.
Team Howard also has played an event this season. They made it to the final. Have the Craven Sports Services Icebreaker in Saskatoon. That was, I believe, over Labor Day weekend. They had a 4-0 record before losing to Sherry Anderson in the championship game. No shame in losing to one of the great players in Canadian women's curling, Sherry Anderson.
Yeah. It's okay.
So the guard is placed, but now Team Galusha will go for the peel.
Yeah, really hard. Yep. Yep. Roll
I'd love to be able to roll that over to the side and get a more of a just over curled a bit, but not bad. Very usable still. Some buildup of red over there, and Ashley Howard says, you know what, I'm not in love with that, so we're going to see if we can make a couple go away.
Oh, yep. Yep, yep. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good.
And Krista Fesser does get a couple of them moving. One removed and one brought into the rings.
Weight seemed to come off that too, hey? Like 9? Yeah. Okay.
So Kerry Galusha will ignore the rocks that are in play and try to bring another one into the corner, behind the corner guards. They're going to have to work on this. Joanne Rizzo and Sarah Colton might be a little bit light, and it will be, but usable. A little bit of a stagger. If they ever get behind that, it'll be tough to remove, but Ashley Howard's concern right now is to remove that shot rock that belongs to Team Galusha.
What weight? Okay. Am I losing it, or did I just not see the weight? 10.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Courtney Fesser
Hard. Hard.
may have
Hard, 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 hard.
turn that outside. Will it jam? No, it does not. A little bit of a break there.
10-5.
Okay.
Moved a little more than they'd expected.
10-44.
And that does allow Team Galusha to see if they can get behind those staggered corner guards. Sarah Colton
I like the throw. Yeah.
being asked to make this shot.
Yeah. Good brush. Yeah, the back one wasn't doing 10 press. There wasn't.
Whoa! Whoa! Yep! Yes! Yes! Line! Hard!
They're working on it to keep it by, get it by. It is. Now is it going to be too deep? Or is it going to stop?
Okay, Sarah, 13-9.
And it'll slide a little deep. It won't be shot rock.
13-9.
And now the danger is, does Team Howard just follow it down?
But I don't see anything else.
Are we shot? Okay. So, yeah, you guys think just straight adjust off of my when I came light? Okay.
That will be the call. Team Howard with shot position. Team Galusha with the hammer.
Good extension, guys. Look.
Line's good. Line's good. Full eight's nice.
Got a curl.
No.
Really, really
Yep,
nice
yep,
weight.
Yep. Keep going, keep going. Nice shot.
And it lands for shot rock. Second shot rock anyways. And Kerry's asking
Yeah.
Sarah Colton how much she can see. And boy, there's not a lot, but might be enough.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Dug a little on you at the end,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I just lost it a little at the end. That's okay.
I'm seeing some curls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I thought I was very positive with that one.
I gave you like 8 inches more than they had too, like a lot more. I got a 15 on it too.
The speed was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it felt
Because they've
nice.
slept a few and everything.
It felt really good to throw that.
Good.
Hard! Hard! Hard, hard, hard!
I think top 8 kind of here.
So a bit of a miss there, and it will leave Team Howard sitting 2.
I think I threw one. I threw 2 here in practice.
Yeah.
Just 2, that's it.
Yeah, so just a hair sticky.
Good thing for Team Galusha, obviously, is the 4-foot still remains open, so they should be in a decent position to score, but scoring 2 is probably going to be a bit of a stretch at this stage. First skip rock for Ashley Howard.
Yeah. It's definitely there. And you can see more of it now. Unless she's coming right
Go, I think.
Line's a little tight! Okay, well then. Do you want to play that with more weight? We're hanging.
It's trying to curl,
She's
guys.
coming right in. Just look. Nope, 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 nope. Higher the better, higher the better.
Sit.
Sit, little friend. I don't, okay. Do you want to play this still? That's fine, Ash.
Yeah. I did draw to the 4 foot. I never throw it that hard.
No
though.
trip.
Yeah, but let her play it.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a 14.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Unless you just try to roll.
Seemed a little better
That's
than I
okay,
expected, so
too.
that's good.
And then she tries to block. She might
The nice
blast
one is
it.
I knew exactly where it was coming right out of your hand,
Yeah.
right? There was no questions.
Either roll works,
Thought I was a
so
little
right
soft
here
with
or
it, so I
here.
thought I might have.
We just want to make sure we stay
So it is
shut.
Team Howard sitting 3.
I don't mind this.
No.
Or
I
we
think
play
if
this
you
double.
gave me or Krista that,
And then
she'd
if
only
she
get
knows us, we might have a double
Yeah.
back, but
Yeah.
that will jam.
No, that's totally fair.
Yeah. I see this.
Not a ton of great options available to Team Galusha here, but trying to get a couple of those rocks gone would be nice, and to make sure that the 4-foot is open for Joanne Rizzo for her last stone.
That's what I was thinking. Like, you want to
know if the rocks here, I think I know the team turning better. I'm a little surprised that is really curling because our draw path felt nice too, right?
Yeah.
Whoa, yep, yep. Yep. Other way, yes, yes.
Gotta sweep that.
And Joanne Rizzo will roll out, so it will stay Team Howard sitting a couple.
Okay, well, the double dead jams.
Yeah, I think we put it back.
Yeah, I think so.
Ashley Howard, of
Here
course,
makes her have a pretty tricky new path,
played in the
right?
Scotties in 2016, played with Jolene Campbell.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think Ashley was an all-star at that event, if I'm not mistaken. She was indeed. She was the all-star, second team all-star third at the 2016 Scotties, and also won the Marge Mitchell Sportsmanship Award up in Grand Prairie that year. And of course, that second team all-star team raised a lot of eyebrows up in Grand Prairie that year because all 4 members were the daughters of past Brier champions. Skip Chelsea Kerry and her dad Dan Kerry, of course. Ashley Howard, her dad Russ. Second Liz Fife, the daughter of Vic Peters. And lead Sarah Potts, the daughter of Rick Lang. So talented bloodlines on that second team all-star team that Ashley Howard was a member of. So this is Ashley's last shot here in the second end. Trying to get it in. Not bad. It definitely makes the draw to the 4-foot a touch trickier. They're looking at whether the double is there. It'd be a 5-foot double. But does the yellow jam on those red rocks that Joanne Rizzo's broom is behind? And I suspect it would. So draw to the 4-foot, hit. That's the kind of discussion that Joanne and Kerry are having right now.
It's actually a little more than a
But
quarter.
they also called 4 out of her hand. That's where they kind of thought it was going.
Are you okay with giving up one?
It makes her play a different path of the
so.
draw, right? This is our side of the ice.
Try it. Peel.
Your double's only for 2, right?
It appears they are going to look at the double, take the chances on the jam.
It should go into this one, right?
And I guess the thought process is the worst that you give up is 1.
We're hitting just a little more than a quarter.
And
Okay.
there is a deuce possibility. I don't think 3's
Court.
a chance, but
Is there ever
I've been wrong.
5-2 and come back, our yellow one?
You can hear what Ashley
If she did
is
that,
thinking might happen, but
Yeah. Depends where the shooter is.
Yeah, I don't know.
you can see about 7/8 of that rock from the hack, Joanne Rizzo.
I won't ever be able to sweep.
Yes! Yes! Hard!
Watch
Sweep is
mine.
on. Are they going to get by that guard at the top?
Okay.
And they do
Yeah.
remove one of the yellow rocks, not the way they intended to, but it will be a steal of 1 for Team Galusha here in the second end.
Yeah, are you good with the out again? Yeah.
And once again, Team Galusha will have hammer, but they'll be down 1-0 going into this third end. So
Yep, we have to
pretty
get
good
that
end of
top
curling
set
there
in.
for Team Howard to get the
Curling
steal.
more today, so more so than normal today. Get to the broom. Okay, you have to trust it.
Are we
Okay.
going in?
Because I'm giving more ice and it might look like too much, but it's we got to get there.
Just give you an update on the other games on the ice. The other women's games.
Yeah, there's their 15-5s, 15-2.
Right next to us, we have Team Lauren Mann from here in Ottawa. They're up 1-0 playing the second end against Team Jill Brothers from Halifax. And we have Team Sarah Wark from Abbotsford
What'd you
and
think?
Team Caitlin
There?
Jones from Winnipeg. They're in
there
a
right now.
from Assiniboine,
Good call,
Manitoba,
Court.
pardon me. They're in a 1-1 tie. Just starting the third
Yeah,
end.
we're all there. We're big. We're big. Really big.
Yeah, it looks like a good
Two men's
spot,
games
too.
on the ice in the pre-trials direct entry event.
Like it looks
Jacques
like frosty
Gauthier
and heavier
from
today, but it's
Winnipeg
not.
taking on
Okay.
Team Weeb,
Okay,
also
let's
from that
have a good
Winnipeg
end,
area.
right?
It's a 1-0 lead
I'll
on a
start us off
steal
here.
from Team Gauthier in the second end. So
Oh.
Team Weeb has Hammer in the third.
Oh, I just think she got
And then
it
the
out.
other
I'm
men's
like,
game
"Keep
going on,
it."
another all-Manitoba battle. Team Willie Lyburn taking on Team Sean Grassi, and it's scoreless after 2 ends.
You like my little problem solving?
No, you had to. Like I was giving you the look like one's
Oh,
gonna
that's
hug
too
one,
much.
one's
Whoa,
gonna hug
that's
the
too
other. You're
much.
biting, you choose.
That's why I get paid the big
Oh
bucks.
my God,
Yeah.
that's too much.
I didn't hate it. I think it's just that little bit quicker already. Yeah. Yeah.
I think back to the
So
center.
into the rings, and looks like we'll have
Okay, you
another
got
end of some hits going on here between Team Galusha, Team Howard. Lots on the line in this game, so not much of a surprise.
That was probably my best side I've
But
ever
they're
had.
going to keep things a little
It was.
close in at times.
Yep.
If they don't get the early setup of an end.
Clean.
hard.
Yep. Yep. To it. To
Just
it.
to give you an update, Team Jill Brothers has now
Nice.
scored 1 in the second end, so it is a
55.
1-1 tie, Jill Brothers and Team Lauren Mann. And a reminder, all the scores all the time
Let's break.
can be found on
And then it-
curling.ca/scoreboard. That's curling.ca/scoreboard. You'll get all the scores, all the line scores.
Yeah. It was there for 2. But Joanne didn't look very convinced. They were talking her into it.
I pushed it more. Whoa, it's not more. Whoa.
And that is going to be a miss on the hit. So it will be Team Howard
Tight?
with a rock in the rings and a rock in the hand, so
Seems
they'll
good.
draw into sit 2.
Yeah.
Not a good start. Well, on slide, I slid too good on my first one. And then I had to push my second, and that's why they thought it was less, but I knew I had more.
We're
Good
running.
pass.
We're running.
5.
You're pretty wide.
Clean it.
Start to curl hard, guys.
Krista Fesser with this throw.
Yep.
It's a little
center.
short, sorry.
Split center. Make it curl. Make it curl. Yep. Yep.
Yes,
Yep, yep,
Krista and Courtney,
Boy, that just grabbed again.
twin sisters.
And curled hard. That's the 3rd time. Yeah.
You guys think that's the 3?
27 years old.
Let's just watch that rock.
You hear them suspecting that maybe one of their rocks is
Ram.
grabbing a little more than the others.
Ram.
So now Team Galusha trying to draw around that, what became a center guard. See if they can generate some offense here.
Just
I think we gotta watch that rock.
Those wondering about these stones, yes, these are the Curling Canada, one of the Curling Canada set of stones. And in fact, these stones were used in the bubble in Calgary last spring and
You got it.
winter, but they have been completely reconditioned over the summer by Canada Curling Stone. So any notes that people might have had from the bubble events can go out the window because these are essentially new rocks.
Middle down!
Clean. Whoa. Close. Back line. Clean.
So they did get the stone in there, Team Galusha, but it's accessible, and
Good, guys.
in fact,
Great
Team
weight.
Howard does remove it, so it is Team
11
Howard
seconds.
sitting 2.
We're just gonna watch the 3.
I agree. It might go nice with the 7.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just didn't think you had a ton of rotation, so I didn't want to get off.
Whoa.
Yeah. Well, and like, your weight was always good. So, yeah. Thank you. Christmas tree it, hey? Yeah. Yeah.
Been 3 here.
Just some struggles out there for Team Galusha to catch on this ice, and Team Howard will take advantage. They are sitting 2 after a couple misses.
Wide path.
Talked about the Fesser sisters. They've
It's running. It's running.
they played at 2 Canadian juniors.
All Krista.
Courtney Fesser skipped the team with Krista playing
I want to get to the
second
inside if we
in
can.
2016. And they also played on Jessica Hansen's team that won in 2013.
Oh, boy.
Sorry?
So
Yeah,
that's
great weight.
left in a good position to get something generated for Team Galusha. Sarah Colton will make the attempt at the double, and the roll is there too.
Which way do you like?
I was wide. I got out to it too quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell Ashley that though, because that's hard to tell if you're not.
Yes!
If you know what I mean.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Sarah Colton making the shot. Perfect. Great shot by Sarah Colton. And there's a spark that might carry this Galusha team. They needed something to turn around this momentum, and that might have been the shot they needed from Sarah Colton. And Sarah, of course, very accomplished player out of the Yukon before joining this team. She played in 7 Canadian juniors representing the Yukon. Finished 4th at the 2014 Canadian juniors, and also represented the Yukon at the Scotties Tournament of Hearts that year. So the run back attempt here is made.
Shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a little back with it, sorry.
Very nice shot by Courtney Fesser.
Just a hair back on you.
Yeah, that was fine.
Yeah.
So now Sarah
Perfect
Colton with her
weight.
second
Yeah,
delivery.
My first one, I squared it at you, just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't curl.
Because I'm thinking, like, that's so different than Krista's.
No, I got
it
out
just looked
too.
good to me.
I got out too quick.
Yeah.
And I had to square it. So that's my bad.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It actually ran nice through that wide track. Like, I
Line
think it's getting
fit.
better
Yeah.
speed-wise. I mean.
Yeah.
Wait! Yep!
Almost too bad you rolled this way, but
I know.
Yep! Ram! Ram!
Sarah Colton trying to get behind that guard.
Right here, girls.
Okay.
Line's great.
Again,
Let's
this-
curl in. We need shot rock.
Galusha team trying to generate some offense, and that's another good shot. Just a little bit short to get shot rock, but it is buried. And Team Howard still sitting shot
I
stone
think you could.
as Ashley Howard
Yeah?
prepares to
Yeah.
throw her first stone at the
Yeah.
end.
Is feeling okay
we
now?
come up light regarding it, I guess.
Yeah. Do you like that?
I do, yeah. So we went there for Kaylin. Get to the can. I think we go to the.
Yeah.
Just past the boards.
Yeah, I like it.
I think a couple feet slow.
Think a couple feet. I agree. Yeah.
I was yelling hard out of our hands. That seems to be the theme this morning.
I know.
I'm screaming hard right as soon as you guys.
You can run it if you
And
like.
it's curling
but-
more. So.
Reminder, we'll be back on the air today at noon,
Yeah.
noon Eastern time.
Yeah, that's not in the 8-foot.
More action from the RA
No, we
Center.
have not. And I think if I'm nice and positive for you, it'll run a little better.
Looks like we'll have a men's direct entry trials game
Okay,
featuring
I'm kinda thinking
Colton
back eight's a
Flash
good spot.
and Jason Gunlickson. That game at noon Eastern right here on Curling Canada's YouTube channel.
A little less than I wanted.
Hey,
So it looks like the draw is being attempted here by Ashley Howard. See if she can get by those two
Like it to curl.
Like it to
guards,
curl,
the
yeah.
yellow and the red.
Where?
So warp in there.
Like it to curl. Curl if you can. Whoa, 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 guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Okay.
And
Slid pretty
made the
nice.
shot, but just a
Only
little
after,
bit
like,
deep, and it does give an opportunity now
Up a bit.
for Joanne Rizzo.
Huh, not great.
Pardon? Yeah. 12-8, like it was definitely frosty. Good guess.
Well, we said back 8 in a good spot,
Double here would,
and it ran. I
if
would
she
say, a
makes it
little better than
right,
we were
could
thinking.
roll behind cover
And I
and
actually
leave
thought it threw
Team
less than
Galusha
one.
sitting 2. Joanne Rizzo about to throw her
Yeah, this is too
first
bad.
stone of the end.
You have the run,
Yeah,
or you can play the drop, whatever you're feeling.
yeah, I think the run.
Yeah. Even just killing your top one's good.
Yeah, we are up.
Yeah.
I think out.
Yeah! Whoa! That's a tough sweep. You don't want to lose that, hey? Whoa!
Yeah, I probably would have
Margo,
stuck with
Margo.
the same.
Yeah.
Big shot here.
One yellow. One yellow. Go, go,
And
go,
there
go,
it
go, go,
is.
go.
Will they move that back? It does.
Yeah.
Think
Wow,
this way.
great roll from Joanne Rizzo. They only sitting 1, but first and third. And Team Howard has a second shot.
That's pretty
Very
close.
nice. So close. I
We'll
jumped
see
it a
how
little.
Team Howard tries to counter this.
Yeah, I thought it might. You threw great. I just thought it might curl a little with that
It's
frost.
a shade tighter than we've been. So it might be grindy at the end, like through the center puff, but I think game speed.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this is probably a little harder than it looks from at the other end.
My first one.
Not quite.
Top 8.
Little soft.
Kate, yeah,
Top 8 was the call, or the
Mine is
weight
really
call
good.
anyways.
Mine's great. Tracking.
Room.
Really tracking.
Might be heavy.
Looks like ton.
Oh!
Looks like a ton.
Do you want me to sweep
Can't
it or
leave
no?
a double.
Yep.
You heard what Ashley said. You can't leave the double. If we could widen that shot, and she did leave a double for 3
Really nice.
for Team Galusha.
No, it's a nose hit for 3. Okay.
Nose hit double will
I'm
put
thinking,
3 on the board
9-5.
for Team Galusha.
Just like
Joanne
it said.
Rizzo taking
Yeah.
stock of it.
Right on the nose.
Just the worst possible outcome for last shot for Ashley Howard.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably don't have to move it.
Down by 2 with playing 4.
Basically, length of ends game 2.
Yeah. It was a pretty good end press.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
So here it is, last shot, Joanne Rizzo.
Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Yep! Yep!
Basically nose double will score 3.
Yes! Margo, hard! Hard!
Atta girl.
And there it is.
3 red.
What a turnaround in this end.
Yeah.
And it will be a 3 on the board for
I'm
Team
back there at this point.
Kerry Galusha. And
There you
a
go.
Tough one.
2 great throws.
Shake it
Joe.
off. They didn't.
3-1 lead now for
Yeah,
Team
but that's
Galusha.
how it goes.
Yeah.
The outside pass is
just
good,
hang in there.
right? Like we're at like 14 and a half, 15. That outside very wide. You're sitting at about
Yeah,
13 and a half.
it's quicker than that.
Yeah.
And I would say going this direction, this path is a little quicker than the
Just
intern.
a little
Broader
grabby
button.
if it's in the slide.
I would say.
We were just thinking the outside's fast.
There we go. We were to the brim so much better there. Nice that double and roll too.
That one kind
Good
of
job, Kerry.
fast,
Good.
but
It might be different going this way.
yeah, it's okay.
You didn't think
Keep
Ashley's
talking
second
about
one was
Yeah, better than last end. God. Darn it.
She was just in
I'm
the good
sliding
path.
too good now.
And it never got grindy down the middle.
I
Like
gotta slow it down. It is actually, but
Yeah.
So we'll head into this 4th end
Yeah.
and
Agreed.
hit and stay.
with Team Galusha
Let's score.
with a 3-1 lead, and Team Howard will have hammer and try and
14-5.
turn things around. I mean, essentially it's
Spinners.
I think
They're just down 2.
They swept a bunch.
That's hardly an uncommon position to be in curling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You threw your draw there. It was 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's really out there. Don't lose it. Running. Running.
Yeah. That's fine. We'll figure it out. 3 is not the worst. Just 2 unfortunate ones for Mash. Yeah.
I really got to the broom. It ran nice. Just a little too heavy. Yeah, I kind of forgot to don't lose it. Good line.
Fourth end now underway.
Line's good.
Cut right through that frost.
And
Keep it going straight.
rock and play for
Yeah, they
Team
do.
Galusha. Back of the 8-foot. And the
Okay,
corner
you
guard
have a
called
little
for
bit of-
Ashley Howard.
Nice shot.
Good.
I'll try to throw the same, just a couple feet off.
That's good. Yeah, it's really good. Perfect.
Oh,
It's
that is
definitely
good.
less.
I think your 3 is slow and it's fooling us. Yeah.
Whoa, 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 girls. That's heavy.
And like, Sarah's really dug because she crossed center into the sludge.
I have one good side and one bad side.
So as we get going in this
Is that the
fourth
back
end, I'm
shade?
really glad that
There's not the ice
we'll have a
cream.
guest for a couple of minutes on this broadcast. Really our pleasure to be in this beautiful RA Center facility and
Yeah, it's curly.
seeing it make its debut as a curling rink here in at the pre-trials direct entry and trials direct entry. Joined now by Tasha Rodenheiser, the Chief Executive Officer of the RA Center. Tasha, thanks for joining us. And as you look out here at this
Really big.
new look curling facility, I imagine you're getting an awful lot of pleasure seeing this kind of vision play out now with some of the country's top players.
Absolutely are, and I can't tell you how excited our staff, our members, the community at large are, and lots of fabulous messages coming in from all over the country congratulating us. So it's there was, as you can imagine, a considerable amount of angst given the fact that this is the first curling event in this space, but we're thrilled with everything so far.
So essentially, and help me if I'm wrong here, but you've had a curling facility here for years, but now that has been converted to
It's fine.
Pickleball,
100% pickleball year round.
100%
Whoa,
pickleball around.
Joe, go.
Just sold out.
You gotta go
No
big.
kidding.
So we haven't finished the construction
Hard.
yet. So we're thrilled about that.
Okay.
Steve's disappointed.
That was a little big, 9-5.
We're
Otherwise, she threw it great.
and it's all
Right here.
part of our
Edge on edge.
Speed's good.
that are taking place here at Kerry.
Steve, of course, you're referring to Steve Chenier, the Executive Director of Curlon, but part of the process that is taking place here at the RA Center is also welcoming into the Center of Excellence, that's what it's called, the Curling Center of Excellence, and part of that will be the headquarters for Curlon, as I understand it. So, so meanwhile, this was a hockey facility, and it's being converted to full-time curling now. And what was the thought process behind that?
Okay, we're there.
You know, that
To
is
it. Right to this. To it.
other big moves
To
that
it.
in the
To it. Small bump. Small bump.
Whoa, it's got to curl then.
Small bump. Small bump.
Oh, sorry, Kerry.
That's okay.
Good. This instance, all levels of curling.
Just standing here getting nervous. We're going to give you 8.
Reiterating what we possibly do here. But the reality is that hockey is well serviced in the city, and we needed to make a significant investment in the space, and we decided that curling was the place that we were going to make that investment.
So this will be dedicated curling facility, and some people have wondered about the green hog line and green 4-foot.
Did anyone answer that question for you?
Well, I understand that when the lights are out, we'll have a distinctly different look to this curling facility.
Yeah, our club has been having some low bond spiels and other things, so this is type of paint that can be used in this application to provide kind of a glow-in-the-dark experience.
So this all, the changes that have been made, this is part of a bigger vision that's going to be kind of playing out over the next few years here at the RA Center. Just talk a little bit about what kind of the grand vision is going to be for this amazing facility.
Well, that's a loaded question.
I asked nothing but, Tasha.
But I think overall, it is our desire to be a place in this community that services people, all ages, all abilities, in the areas that we want to plant stakes, such as curling. And really challenge ourselves in terms of making it inclusive, making it available, introducing it with the prospect of people engaging in it for life. So, curling is a great example. It's growing. There's a strong, resilient community here, but tons of opportunity to introduce this amazing sport to kids, youth, expand para, stick, other adaptive programs. So that kind of alignment is happening across the board here, and then obviously one of our challenges is to make sure that our built environment also facilitates and supports that vision.
So you talked about inclusiveness, and obviously that's a big buzzword for us. I'll mention wheelchair curling has been a big part of the RA Center culture for so many years, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, and we want to expand and bring more wheelchair curlers to the facility, or introduce them to this great sport. And so, the reference I made just a moment ago around built environment, our focus this year here is to focus on the experience on the ice, followed by making sure the change rooms are universal in nature, are barrier-free, and can welcome and support all those wanting to participate.
So as you look out here, I imagine you had this vision, and must be nice and almost a relief to see the vision actually coming true, isn't it, over the last couple of days?
It's incredible, and I think, when you reference or you think about what everyone has been through in the last 18 months, this is a high. And the team here is just thrilled. I think our collective productivity is probably in the single digits right now, because everyone is focused. They're streaming on their computers, they're coming down multiple times throughout the day just to feel the buzz and the dynamic in the space, which is absolutely incredible.
Well, that's fabulous. Tasha, we really appreciate you hosting this event, and just looking at the early successes of this, I can't imagine it'll be long before we're back with another event in this facility. We really thank you for everything. Thanks, Tasha. I appreciate you joining us. All right. So back to action here in the fourth end. And we do see that Team Howard does have a couple of shot stones in there, partially buried behind that corner guard. That's a good throw by Sarah Colton, who is having a very, very solid game for Team Galusha, and that leaves the Yellowknifers sitting 3. Is there a triple sitting there now for Team Howard? You can see Ashley lining it up. For Courtney Fesser. I think just off nose will make a lot of rocks move. I'm not sure if the triple will go. No, they'll get one out, but still a good result. It does leave Team Howard sitting shot, and there's backing. So they're going to have to be careful to deal with that stone, Team Galusha, because there's a couple catchers there now. Big shot here for Joanne Rizzo, throwing last rocks for Team Galusha, trying to pick that yellow stone out. And you may have heard Ashley Howard saying she's got it, and she does, and it's a double to sit 3. What a throw by Joanne Rizzo. Not a surprise from Joanne Rizzo. We've seen plenty of shots like that from her over the years. She played at the Tim Hortons War of the Rings trials, won the silver medal. As many will remember, in 2013 at Winnipeg, she was the vice skip for Team Sherry Madaw. And also skipped at the trials in 2005, so no stranger to the Olympic qualifying process is Joanne Rizzo. So now Ashley Howard looking at 3 counters. She has hammer. Playing the freeze here, it looks like. Or drawing, I guess, behind the corner guard, and kind of caught in the middle. That might be a little deep, though. As you see Kerry Galusha jumping out there, and it will go deep and won't come in to a rest until its 4th shot position. So it is still Team Galusha sitting 3, likely about to be sitting 4, and Ashley Howard's not going to have an easy shot to score. Three-1 lead for Team Galusha. The big 3 in the 3rd end, thanks to that lovely double takeout from Joanne Rizzo on her last stone. And a chance to sit 4 and make Ashley Howard look at a real tough shot with her final stone. Probably trying to get it to bite the 4-foot on that center line. Just about right there. That's pretty good, and the open hit, if they nose that, I guess they get the double maybe, but
I like it.
But Ashley is going to play the hit and hope that there's not a jam.
Well, good thing you didn't listen to me.
But she does need to remove both of those red
14-7
stones
back.
in order to score. Because a nose hit, well, a nose hit will make the double, so a nose hit will score.
They know that spot. After me throwing there, they know it.
But there's not a lot of margin for error here.
Very good, Joe. Nice throw. It sure curled. Yeah. Took a couple ends. We're good. She can. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Clean it.
Whoa! Got a curl. No. Really got a curl. Curl.
And it will not curl enough, and it will be a steal, it looks like.
Better than rolling out.
Red. Yeah, it's 1 red. Hey. Yeah.
There it is. There you heard the call. Steal of 1 for Team Galusha. And they take a 4-1 lead.
Shoot.
Ashley Howard just needed to curl a hair more in order to get the nose double.
Better than
Oh,
rolling
we
out.
got one.
Okay, so what are we gonna do different? Like what happened there?
I thought we played a decent end.
So Team Howard will take Hammer down 4-1 into this fifth end.
We really should
Give you a quick update on the other scores that are going on.
We had the whole
The other women's games. We have Team Sarah Warwick having stolen one in the third end.
Like Kerry's
Now taking a 2-1 lead on Team Caitlin Jones.
just a little
And we're just watching Jill Brothers throw her last throw. And she will take a single point in this fourth end, and it will be a 2-2 tie.
just need to curl it in.
Team Brothers from Halifax against Team Lauren Mann from here in Ottawa.
She was standing over there and
That's a B-side game, as is that Warwick Jones game.
Okay, guys.
I think she's just frustrated.
Hey.
I mean, we're not.
So my
setting
first
up
flag
the
is really
worst
good, so just
And in the two men's games that are going on,
end. Yeah, like the three.
you got Team Lyburn, Willie Lyburn, up 1-0 on Team Sean Grassi. They're playing the fifth end now. We'll just give you an update in a second as I see one of the umpires putting a score up. And we can tell you that Team Sean Grassi scored 1 in the fourth end. So it is now 1-1.
I'm not.
Team Lyburn with Hammer playing the fifth end. And in the other men's game, it is Team Jacques Gauthier playing Team Ryan Wiebe. And it is a 1-1 game there as well, with Team Gauthier holding the hammer in the fifth end.
good. That's what I needed. I needed to give you live.
Hard early.
Okay.
It looks slick here.
So the corner guard being called by Team Ashley Howard after a good opening draw by Kerry Galusha.
Okay.
I mean, not much more to say about Kerry Galusha other than
A little lighter.
one of the top curlers ever produced out of the Northwest
I just wanted
Territories.
to make sure it was really clean, you know? Yeah.
You got that, Mark?
We obviously know about her brothers, Jamie, twin brother Jamie, and big brother Kevin Cooey. I know they all had a family vacation this summer on the Shuswap Lake, houseboating. So that Cooey clan all got together. Hopefully they didn't get smoked off the Shuswap this summer, but still one of the most beautiful places on earth, and I'm positive they had a great time there. Kerry played in her 14th Scotties Tournament of Hearts in the bubble.
Kind of lost in the times though, because she's so patient, hey?
Really good. Good sweeping. I had no idea. My second
Kerry and
throw was a
Jamie,
bit
by
of
the
a
way,
suck.
they've had quite a good mixed career playing together.
I can give you one really nice
Made
throw.
the playoffs a couple times at the
And
Canadian
then
Mix. They won a bronze medal in
sure.
2020 at Saguenay
Yeah.
and a silver medal in 2015 at North Bay, Ontario.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a bit of room here. We're all there. Whoa.
It's like the same.
It is, yeah.
Trying to get that one higher as a corner guard, but it looks like it's going to be just about the same weight. So definitely got that weight dialed in.
Okay.
And now the short center guard being called for Margot Fleming.
I did? Yeah, you went to go sweep it. I was just cleaning. It's kind of why I like going opposite side. Go away! Okay, line's good. Just slides so nice there.
Line's
I
good.
was saying, I was like,
You
I
don't
kinda
need
like
to
going
finish.
opposite side just for that reason.
Right here.
It's pretty hard to get perfect, you know?
You don't need to
Margot is,
finish it.
by the way, she's
I don't
27 years old.
No.
She's a PhD student in geography at the University of Waterloo.
Good.
She's researching the use of satellite observations for snow monitoring in the Northwest Territories, which I'm sure is a job that will keep one busy too.
Okay, you got it. Let's make it.
Should mention also that Kerry's longtime teammate Shona Barber is here as well as the 5th/coach. Great to see Shauna
Okay, Chris.
Okay.
here with the team. She's been a teammate with Kerry for so many years. Just one of the great curlers, athletes coming out of the Northwest Territories.
Yeah. You need a good chum.
So it is still the Territories. Oh, we're not talking the Territories. Team Galusha, which is essentially Team Territories. They're sitting 2. And I think they're going to make a pass at those corner guards.
That's okay.
Kerry lining up the angles to see if there's a possibility that one of them could bump into the 2 red stones in the rings. I don't think so. I think it would go over top with the peel attempt being called here for Fleming.
Whoa! 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 Yep! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
We shall see.
Good.
And over top it does go indeed.
Very nice throw.
So
Okay, corner.
another corner guard being called here for Krista Fesser. As noted, a win in this game would put the winning team into the A event final, which is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern against the winner of Team St. George and Team Hunkin. They will play at noon today. The loser
I think you
would
can go
drop into a
Yeah.
B event
Get
semifinal,
her over there.
B event
Hard.
quarterfinal, pardon me,
Okay, good.
and that would take
Shot.
place 4 p.m. today.
Shoot, I probably should have come around on Krista's like this. Might play that with you.
I actually thought maybe just on Krista's,
Sorry?
we could have tried to roll just for a corner guard
Yeah.
with a
I
little
didn't
less
mind.
weight.
Probably should have just come around here and let them rip down the middle and open it up. Since that was an easy double peel, right?
I guess. Yeah. Go, 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 go. Good. Woo.
Another corner guard is the call.
What? We're throwing corner guard.
Team Howard does have hammer air in the 5th end,
Back 8 wide open.
but essentially they'll need a miss
Good.
out of Galusha in order to generate any kind of offense. At some point they'll have to make a play on those red rocks in the rings.
Line's good. Like it's a curl. Krista. Keep going. Like it's a curl. Good. Good shot.
I'm going to give you a bit less.
But the peel again is the call now for Sarah Colton.
Kind of babied it. Yes! Hard, Margot. Roll it, Joe. I don't know how far it's going. Go. Go, 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 go. Okay. Okay, let's see.
Back 8.
Just a completely different throw. She rolled it off her fingers.
What am I
Of course, she
doing?
got
So
it
the
right.
nose hit,
Sorry. Back 8.
and
And I gave her less ice.
Yeah, around this way.
there you saw the call from Ashley Howard. I wondered if they'd make a pass at that. They're going to draw in behind the two
Back 8's great.
Galusha stones that are staggered at the top of the 4, top 8.
Which I knew she was going to
You can certainly bury behind there.
That's her only shot.
Question is, will it be shot?
But I mean, I think if we tap,
Little bit, yep.
I don't think it's got the weight, so they're going to call an audible, as Russ Howard loves to say, that comes up light and it freezes to the Team Galusha stones.
Wide side because it was lined up to run in that direction. So you kind of had to come this way.
And we'll try to stick it, but if we roll off, that's fine.
That's about the same path as mine did.
Here, 9-5.
It looks heavy, yeah.
Shoot. We just gotta clean it up a bit for you.
With you. I really like how you're throwing it though. Like you're,
No, yeah, I like.
we just need to make that.
Just an inch off. I think if they sweep it the whole way, we're fine.
Oh, definitely.
Just watch that.
Here's the hit attempt from Joanne Rizzo, trying to roll it over, and makes it clean, and does get the roll. Joanne Rizzo is having a game.
Yeah.
Just try and hit and roll buried, I think.
Yeah, I like that, Ash.
This isn't going to go anywhere, but we're going to
Really
get one
good.
buried.
9-5, good throw.
So now the discussion from Team Howard, they'll try and play the hit and roll.
The other option's kind of this. But this is
Because I
gross.
don't want to, like,
I kind of like cleaning that up.
Yeah.
10 and a half, is that enough
I
to move the
know,
three
it's
out?
tiny bit more.
Yeah.
We did nudge the
Yeah,
red.
definitely.
So
Okay.
it straightens
I just
out
think we
ahead.
might be third, and
Yeah.
that's still a bit of work to do, but
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
Okay, 10 and a half. I threw
I
her
was
in the
like,
first
I never
end.
dreamed you would throw it like that. Did it get stuck? Oh.
Okay, we're thinking 10 and a half. Roll buried.
Yeah.
The only problem is we might still be third,
She would throw it like that.
but we'll be buried.
She's
Which
not
is an
usually turning
improvement.
it
So you heard the discussion there, I think, from Ashley Howard
I threw here in the first end, and it ran
about the
nice.
logic of this call. They know they can't remove both of those red stones, but they would like to cross the face and see if she can get her shooter buried,
But then
and see if she can
we're going to have
make something happen with her final stone. But it's still a long shot to get a deuce, but this is more about finding a way to score. They're going to have to work on this to hold the shooter in a position.
No roll, no roll. Okay.
So it is opened up,
we played over here already.
but the yellow stone will be accessible, and Joanne Rizzo will have a shot
I like
to
it.
score,
It's
to
a
sit
long
3.
side.
Glad you knew what I did to it. I didn't.
Pardon?
But
I
it's
didn't know what I did to
going to
it.
be
You did.
real hard.
Good call, Corey.
It's going to take a real good shot for Ashley Howard to score here,
When I got down
assuming
there, I was like, ooh, I can run roll it right
that
now.
Joanne Rizzo makes this open hit.
So she's nosing it.
That
What do you
look
like?
I
good?
think same shot. Just a hit and roll in I don't hate the draw, but it's going to be a new path.
Do you like a hammer ice and just throwing a 10, or do you want to throw that 10 and a half with the hammer ice?
I like just throwing a 10 and a half a little cleaner.
Okay.
Because we do have to roll, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think a cleaner throw is good here.
Yeah,
Okay?
definitely.
Yeah. Whoa. Michael, go, 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 go.
And the hit made by Joanne Rizzo, so I believe Ashley Howard said that they will try the hit and roll.
Works.
They believe they can make the nose hit.
That was the 10. It came down to a 10.
I did throw the 10 and a half again.
I'm going to run to the bathroom after this. Yeah.
Yeah, same shot.
She's got to get a roll off.
Clean.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Easy, easy.
Clean. Clean. Good, Ash.
And the open hit is made, and it will be a score of 1 for Team Howard, and it will be a 4-2 lead with last rock advantage for Team Galusha going into the 6th end when we return after a short break for the 5th end break. We'll be right back.
Good. I'm going to run to the bathroom.
We scored one. Yeah, the good guys got one. Yeah, I'm questioning a couple. The 3, I would say, but it's definitely just a change.
Get your tickets now at curling.ca.
I don't think we're throwing at bad guys. I think that we're just getting some bad results.
Yeah.
I think that, like we said, we're just, instead of being a tolerance of 2 feet light, we're 2 feet heavy, and we're setting up the angles in there. That's good for them, right?
And would you say 4 feet faster?
Are you grabbing
than
mics
yesterday?
while we go pee? Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Unless you're going really, really wide.
I almost did one end.
Like,
I don't swear.
my job.
Oh shoot, I need a mask.
Yeah, this side wide is okay. That side wide, where I was trying to go back 8 here, Krista's dive, mine dive, it's just a little slower of a path there. Yeah.
So there's kind of like a little hill.
So, going for the steals, hey?
How are we doing on our goals? we're winning on something.
So we'll go around their center. Okay, Joe.
Anything insightful that I missed?
We are back live at the RA Center for sixth end action here in the women's direct entry pre-trials competition.
Why is that, Kaylin's?
It is sixth end of this Thursday morning game between Team Galusha and Team Howard. A 4-2
one on
lead
the
for
center
Team
line.
Galusha. As we enter into this sixth end, it was Team Howard coming back with a single after in the fifth end, but Team Galusha really turned up the heat in the third and fourth ends. A big 3 in the third and then a steal of 1 in the fourth. And a couple guards in play already in this sixth end, so I suspect we will have locks in play. But Team Howard down 2 without. They're really going to have to try and generate some steals to get back into this game. Both these teams won their opening games yesterday here at the RA Center. Reminder, Kerry Galusha throwing lead rocks for this team, but calling the shots for the remainder of the end. Joanne Rizzo holding the broom for her. And Margot Fleming and Sarah Colton handling the sweeping duties.
And then, Krista, this is yours.
Good.
Don't worry.
Really good, girls.
Nice result. Nicely buried from Kerry Galusha. Now,
Line a little on the first.
Team Howard will see if they can do something from the other side.
Got a little down.
Line's good.
Like to go.
Go. Yep.
Krista Fesser
Line.
playing her out turn. Will it get by that guard? It just rubs, but we'll see if they can get a little bit of finish out of it.
Did she throw it okay?
She did.
Pretty decent weight.
That's just, that one's curling, I would say.
Is the hammer ice? Half.
And that will prompt Kerry Galusha to call the double peel.
She said that one's curling. I said, I think just more ice. Right?
Whoa!
We just don't need to be close.
Margot Fleming playing the double peel and made. Will she get the jam? She does. A little bit of an unfortunate break there for Team Galusha. And suddenly Team Howard sitting 3, 1 buried.
Just guard it.
Sitting 2, pardon me, 1 buried. And rock in hand.
Yeah. Speed's good.
Trying to play another guard, it appears, to protect that shot stone that's already buried, partially buried.
We're over curling him anything. 2. Just fight the 4-foot line.
1.
Line's great. Nice shot.
Shot.
And that's another well-executed guard, and Kerry Galusha will
We just keep
ask
guards.
again for the double peel.
I think so.
Yeah.
The only other thing I thought was like a center guard, but
Yeah.
maybe
Didn't want to give them an angle in.
maybe a hair later.
Yeah.
Yep! Hard! Hard! Whoa!
Fleming being asked for the double peel, and she makes it, and there will be a jam. Still leaves the high guard, but high enough that I think it's not going to cause much of a problem for Team Galusha if they can make a play at the shot stone.
Yours slid a long ways. Like, I think we're that keen.
Another guard will be called from Team Howard.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And this is Courtney Fesser.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
I'd like to get that to finish a little deeper. They'd like to get it by that red guard.
Yep. Little past it. Yep.
Tuck a piece!
There. Yep. Yep.
And they do, in fact, tuck a piece, so
Good sweeping, guys.
another double peel will be asked for Sarah Colton.
Half. A good ref, sorry. Yeah, that's where I threw it. 4 feet. Sorry, I'm killing you guys. Sorry. Okay. I was literally like, don't be heavy.
Joe! Joe!
Hard.
Just missed on the high side. So the yellow guard does remain in play,
Here.
and Howard will try and tuck one in behind it. Sitting 2.
Come out the other side a bit.
Is this a hair more ice?
It is. Yeah, I thought you were there.
I don't hit an inch more. Yeah. You guys like that? This is where Krista's really curled. Straight adjust. Okay.
Courtney Fesser's last delivery in this 6th end.
Hey. Line's good. Room.
I wouldn't mind if this bites, even gets half into the 12-foot.
Yep.
Just ramps up the pressure a little bit more for
Yep.
Sarah Colton and then Joanne
Yep,
Rizzo.
Yep.
They'd want, and as you heard Ashley say, they were hoping for some separation to make the double peel harder.
Little thinner. Shoot.
But it does come up a little shorter than they'd hoped. And now they've been trying this double peel for the last 3 shots.
Let's grind it a little more,
That's
hey?
where, yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah. Shoot. I thought we were at least top 12. Yep.
Nice throws, though.
Yeah, thanks. Hard. Whoa.
Is this the one? I think, well, it does remove 2 of them.
Just 2 different throws.
You like that?
Yeah. I don't hate burying in ash,
They both did
Right.
the exact
right?
same
Because
thing.
if you stick out here, she has a double to get out of it.
Okay.
Just because they
That's
missed
were
a little
here.
wide on their first,
Right?
it was good. They were good throws.
Here for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And it's like they overcorrect. Which I don't like. Okay, so we're in a bit of trouble here.
I like being like half buried is really good. Yeah, that's probably max unless it's perfect.
Yeah, we gotta
Tolerance is like, yeah.
we gotta open
speed's
it up for
holding
the last one. button.
Kaylin's rock! Kaylin's rock! No line!
Whoa.
Really got a curl.
Kaylin's rock, make it good.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Trying to get in behind that guard to sit 3. And they switched rocks, obviously. They're saying this is Kaylin's rock, so they must have had a rock they believe will curl a little more. They gave it to the skipper, and it seemed to have done exactly that.
What is she going to do?
Getting more frost or something?
It's only in that path if you cross.
Yeah, it's a little bitey there.
That's it.
It's,
But I did
tough
tell
both
them they
ways.
couldn't touch it till the very end, right?
we just saw hers.
Yeah.
And that was a 15-2.
That's a great
Here.
spot. It's a great
You
spot.
have options, right? What do you want to do?
Nice throw.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You have to try
Like I
to
think
get your
if you
throw
throw
weight.
that to the
And if you get here, we might
like
get a deuce.
the forfeit
Right?
path, I think that's in the
Did you
forfeit.
see where they had?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So sitting 3 is Team Howard, and Team Galusha is
Let's make
got
it.
hammer, but
Go for it.
Like you're one going.
they're going to have
like
to
when you're trying
make
to
something
step
special
back,
happen here to score. I mean, obviously the button will still be open,
It's just touchy. That's all.
And it
but
seems
Joanne
to
Rizzo
me
is going to have to
like
make
if
something
you're
good here in
zooming,
order
you're
to
dotting a bit better.
give her a
Like,
chance.
This is really sensitive.
Yes. Yes.
Give herself a chance for her last rock.
Yeah. Great shot.
Okay. I'm gonna run to the washroom after this.
Okay. What are they playing?
The freeze.
On the top one?
The one top 4.
Oh, like drawing around that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe the call
Pretty much
is
good.
for a freeze for Rizzo.
I'd need a bit more, but
See if she can get a lot of finish and freeze onto that corner freeze onto that stone that's closest to the button and bury.
But she's good at them. Unfortunately.
gotta get to see the forfeit if you can.
Yeah. You gotta hope it hangs.
They clearly believe the weight is okay. They're not touching it. Might be a little heavy. Now they're starting to work on it. See if they can get some finish. Pretty darn good from Joanne Rizzo. My goodness. Still accessible, but not very. You can see from that angle,
Kinda like
maybe half a rock. That's a really good throw by Joanne Rizzo. My goodness.
Yeah, get it out of the
I wanted to go
forefoots.
too, and I was like, no.
Man, not much less
Just
ice.
like this much more.
yeah.
It's perfect.
So really the only option for Ashley
Now she can get
is
it.
to essentially try and replicate the shot,
Yeah.
maybe with a foot more weight,
It's good though. Yeah.
to try and push that off the button. But
14-5.
It's basically on the tee.
you're going to have to be very careful with this.
So we're thinking just back 4. Just get it back a bit. It'd be nice to get shot, but I can see a quarter of it, so. Yeah, now is this any better? Speed? Yeah.
Oh, it was so close to being perfect.
Ashley Howard with her last throw.
Gave you some. Whoa!
We're wide, really wide. We're really wide.
That's going to have to move a ton. Doesn't have anything.
Okay.
Back 4 was the call, and that was almost through the house, so never really gave it a chance. And now Joanne Rizzo herself gets to throw the same shot again, and if she executes, she will get a deuce. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be the definition of a skip's deuce. My goodness.
Good try.
Yeah, didn't think I threw that much more.
Joanne Rizzo, as we mentioned, having played in a couple of Olympic trials in the past, 2005, 2013, won the silver medal in 2013, playing with Sherry Madonna, so Olympic pressure, nothing new to her, so see if she can follow up with her brilliant first shot. Just needs to draw up to it. Colton Fleming watching close. They don't want to move it too terribly far, but boy, that looks real good to me. And what a shot. What an end for Joanne Rizzo. A skip's deuce that she pulls out, and that will put 2 on the board for Team Galusha. And a 6-2 lead after 6 ends here at the RA Center in Ottawa.
Come off the...
She just flared her.
Too red.
And a lot of weight.
I actually said
We were just hoping for...
I would say it again.
Yeah.
Good.
So we'll head into this 6th end, and Galusha definitely has momentum on their side. And it really turned around in that 3rd end with that really nice double takeout
Don't readjust on your second, just keep
to
going.
score 3.
You both did the same thing.
And Team Howard, I don't know if you're hearing them, but they are talking about the knowledge that they're down 4, but 5 rock rule, can't say that enough, does generate the opportunities to come back in an awful hurry. And we've seen that play out repeatedly in the past.
Well, and I need to be telling the sweepers
Quick
that
update on the other games on the ice. The other women's game,
but I'm not doing that.
You like that?
Lauren Mann of Ottawa scored a big 3 in the 5th end, now has a 5-2 lead on Team Jill Brothers from
Yeah.
Nova Scotia.
A perfect opportunity.
And Team Caitlin Jones from Assiniboine, Manitoba steals a deuce in the 5th end.
Yeah.
They now take a 4-2 lead on Team Wark from Abbotsford. And we have a couple men's games on the ice. It is Team Willie Lyburn taking 2 in the 5th end to go up 3-1 on Team Sean Grassi, both those teams from Manitoba. And Jacques Gauthier, a deuce in the 5th end, and he got the force of 1 from Team Weeb in the 6th end, and it's Gauthier with a 3-2 lead with Hammer playing in the 7th end. In those men's games in the pre-trials direct entry. And a reminder that we'll be back on the air at noon today,
That felt the lightest I've thrown it.
4 p.m. and 8 p.m. 3 more games to enjoy today from these pre-trials and trials direct entry events here at the RA Center. Schedule today features noon Team Colton Flash from Saskatchewan against Team Jason Gunlickson from Manitoba.
Good, Kaylin.
The Flash and the Gunner going at noon Eastern Time at 4 p.m. The game from the women's trials direct entry event, that'll be Team Suzanne Burt from Prince Edward Island and Team Corinne Brown from Kamloops, British Columbia. That's at 4 p.m. Eastern. And then at 8 o'clock, once again, we'll have Jason Gunlickson, and he'll be taking on Team Mike McEwen in an all-Manitoba showdown. Gunlickson and McEwen at 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Curling Canada YouTube.
I like opposite side.
So similar start to this end as the last end. 2 frozen rocks from Team Galusha in the 4-foot.
It's just the way I'm throwing them.
And
Because I don't get as much.
Team Howard will try and counter with a couple corner guards. They've got one up in a good spot. And they will put one on the other side this time. When I say last end, I meant, of course, the the 5th end. Last time they were going this direction. Very similar start.
Curl, yeah.
Except that time, Team Howard tried to go around their corner guard on their first shot. This time, they're trying something different. Corners on either side. They got to get 2 here minimum, really, to have a realistic chance to come back and win this game. Down 4, 4 ends to play.
I think we're in a little trouble with those being so good. I don't really have a draw path, but
Well, we just need to tap them. Right?
definitely need to
Here.
move them.
The ball's to the walls now.
Yeah, it's too hay. Yeah.
Right, like, just play some taps.
Okay, line's
Oh, yeah.
Set
good.
up the jams.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Jump in there and see
Can
what
I
happens.
switch the order of my rocks?
Line's
I just
good.
want to throw the one.
Three.
Sorry, just switch order. The 8 first.
Sure.
Right here. It's got to to move a bit. We're actually on the guard. Yep, Sarah. Yep. Roll it. No. Roll, Sarah. 15-5. That's fast. You threw it great.
So as you see, Team Galusha now sitting 3, and Team Howard knowing that they're going to have to make a play at those sometime. Not necessary to remove them all at play at once. In fact, not necessary to remove them from play at all, but definitely got to change that alignment. And a perfect outcome would be to see if they can roll their shooter behind one of those corners.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Nice
Just
shot.
Really good.
Atta girl.
curled a little, but got a desired outcome because it jiggled those red stones around.
Ashley wants to throw her 8 first now.
And at some point, some of those could be used as backing catchers. Call them what you want.
Ashley wants to
With a
throw her
4-point
8.
lead on the other hand.
I know. Nice throw, Chris. Really good. Yeah.
Whoa, yep. Yep. Hard, Sarah. Good. Do you want Sarah come
And Team Howard just
talk with us? I don't know
in
if we
defensive
should
mode,
do
as
the
you,
corner.
or Team Galusha in defensive mode, as you might expect, just making that yellow rock go away.
Well, down by 4, so.
If we peel one corner, they're going to have one in the house and another
Yeah,
corner.
you got it.
So she's not even going around the corners. She's just kind of in the middle till we jam it or something. Then she'll go around the corner.
Krista Fesser being asked to
Line's great.
Which one looks better down there?
come in and see if she can freeze onto one of those red rocks, maybe into a pocket.
Line's good.
Little bump.
Back 8.
Little bump. Little bump.
Whoa.
Wait's perfect.
Whoa. Court. Whoa.
Nice shot.
Hell of a shot.
That's a
girl.
tough shot there.
Well, that was well executed. Through a port, frozen.
Okay, let's go.
Krista goes, okay, I'm done playing.
Yeah, we're out of here.
You might hear the players laughing about that. That was a pretty nice outcome for a pretty tricky shot, but
You might as well just go home now.
Back 4.
Yeah, that was such a good shot. Just dare us to do it again.
I know.
Yeah, as if
I don't know. That's going to be tough to follow.
she's skipping
So
next
I-
game.
feel like Team Galusha may be trying to follow that rock in. That was thrown so nicely by Krista Fesser. Here's Sarah Colton with her first rock of this 7th end.
I just said to Ash, I said that we always used to have to play the taps.
Whoa. Because the hits aren't working.
Yep. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Hard line. Whoa.
Are they going to get through? I think it's going to wreck on one of their shots, but not a terrible outcome.
I just never caught it before it took off.
I'd still say it's Galusha sitting 2.
Tapping it's really nice.
13-8.
So throw back 4.
I'll throw T-line
That's
top
not bad.
four.
It
If we
opened
tap,
it up
it's a
now.
bonus, hey? Okay. Speed's real good, hey? Okay. Yeah, I've just been a little light.
I think 13-8 would have been okay.
They have just struggled with their
I think it was
weight
light.
control, this Howard team. They've been mostly at the broom, I would say, but just that weight control,
I've got room.
that's really 90% of the battle
Really tracking.
at this level of curling.
How much? Oh, gotta be Krista.
It's a little out there from what they were
Yep,
trying. Now they're
right.
going to try something different, it looks like. This wasn't the call, but
Yep, take
they'll
it.
get a little tick off of that, and
Okay.
not bad result, but
This
I
might
think there's the opportunity to make a couple, at least one of those yellow rocks go away and open up the other one. So Sarah Colton will be asked. Sarah Colton can throw it hard too, so I expect a good result on this.
We gotta get to move. Hey.
Darn it. Well, they both go.
Yes!
She might have got this started a little bit though, based on the sweeping call. Don't know if they're going to get the nose, will they? Just like that. Wow, what a shot by Sarah Colton. And it leaves Team Galusha sitting 4.
Yeah, good. I'm losing my voice. I'm glad Sarah was yelling. Just a little soft, but you held it.
Ashley Howard checking out the options. Looks like a hit and roll was the call. See if they can get roll frozen, partially buried behind that corner guard.
Yeah, sometimes it comes out softer than I think.
Yeah. I needed a bullet there to get that.
Definitely throw more.
I was like, I'm like, this is a
Close. Clean. Yep, yep. Hard. 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 Hard, 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 hard.
Got a chance.
Good
Yeah,
shot.
that's really nice. So that is sitting 3rd, but really hard to remove.
timeout.
And that's going to prompt a timeout from Team Galusha, and they'll bring Shona Barber out to talk this out.
Easy double for her right now.
Nice shot.
Krista.
Well, it doesn't
Peach
really
on
be a
yours,
triple.
bud. Yeah. This is great.
What do you guys like? I think we have to get one here. Right now she has this for 3.
Nice angles there.
Even if you bump it a bit, I don't know if,
Thanks.
I mean, we want to try to keep that 7 over this 4, I think.
The top one doesn't.
Or we move these around.
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just an easy, you hit that 2 anywhere, they're both gone.
I think they're gonna guard it or throw another one in there.
Yeah, we can come across the face and try to get here.
Rather than coming to that, in case we lose it.
I think so. This is 2 lined up too good for them.
Yeah, we only got 2 left.
I think we got I think we gotta move something.
They
on
just
your
played
first
this
one.
like 4 times coming here.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
What way are you thinking?
I'm thinking intern across the face with like back 4. Yeah. You had 13-8. You were probably,
Okay. See what they come up with.
do you like it? Or we can just straight draw, Joe. It's up to you.
Oh, no, I like it.
I'm thinking here. Theirs are all running straight. Like they're having trouble getting over there.
8, 9, 10.
Do you want more? It's gonna run and then go. So I missed Sarah's break point, so I'll be on it a little earlier. I think like, is that enough? No, and just in case we go by everything.
Tabby tabby.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Probably like just move that one over so it's not jammed and like roll.
So
to the side
Team
there.
Galusha has made its
Probably
decision.
what I would play.
Yeah.
And then I think we play the double on the center line.
They're still sitting 2,
She makes
but
the
that
double
last
for
shot
2.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
from Courtney Fesser definitely changes the complexion of this end.
And hit and stay next
So
time.
Joanne Rizzo, her first
To make those
shot of this 7th end. I think she may try and corner freeze on the same shot that Courtney threw, the yellow rock that is partially buried, partially frozen.
Whoa! Whoa! No, then! Sarah!
And you can see Sarah Colton trying to get that to curl.
Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't think that was the outcome they were looking for, but
13-5. Good call on the weight.
Double?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
That's what I'm seeing too. And then she doesn't.
so that
Right?
I think so.
does give the opportunity now for
Nose?
Team Howard to make a couple of those go away.
We're here.
Yeah.
She
And
probably
boy,
has
is
to
it
guard this or ours,
And then you
right?
have
That's
that.
okay.
You might even have
No,
something
I
like
think you
that
just had
for
too much
3.
weight.
9.5.
It was a
Out
13-5.
turn?
So it would've
Out
been
turn?
back
Yeah.
nine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You threw it great.
9.5 nose out turn.
They were telling me you had too much though.
so the double takeout being called here for Ashley Howard.
Because it hit off of the red, so it kind of went.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. We might.
Yeah.
Your line. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. We could have talked about that. Maybe throwing a bit more weight and just having give a little less ice. Like, she'll make a double here, and then we'll have to just make sure we get another one in here.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Close! Close!
Close.
Yes!
Trying to hold it straight
Hard!
and can't quite get the double, and it's going to be still Team Galusha sitting a couple. And boy, Joanne Rizzo, if she plugs this hole, it's going to be awfully hard for Team Howard to score.
How? But this is here.
Sorry.
Or if you want to throw one in the pile, that works too. Or even here.
How was I for weight? 9? It's heavy. Didn't get the curl well.
Yeah, and that's only for one.
Shit.
I think so.
Yeah, I threw in a couple ins there.
Yeah. Unless you have.
Good
Well,
throw,
what about this?
Sorry, that curled.
Was it maybe not a 9?
What?
Or did you get a good time on it?
9.
It was a 9.
So it's firm.
What's wrong with this?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought maybe they
I think
had
we
guessed
have to be
wrong
here
and it
because she
was
has this,
actually
Joe.
9.5.
Isn't
I'm
this
really
here?
surprised.
Yeah.
So you got that angle runner.
Pardon me?
You got the angle runner.
Or is that
Yeah.
too flat?
And I think we've got that.
Time out. Time out. Just time out.
So Team Galusha will call another timeout to discuss how they deal with this.
Okay. So that's not there for that. And then to spin up.
I just missed it. It jumped. I got 9.
Well, I think she has a really hard shot. Either we
Like-
come here, we guard, or we come in.
Ash, which one are you looking at? Which one
But
are you
if we
looking
come here, is that going to give something off of this? But does she have this here? Or is that too
at?
flat?
That's what I'm seeing, like a quarter. And it might actually go into our side red, or out into our side yellow.
Oh, you like going over
But is it there? Because she can throw a
Cross
rocket.
it and get the double
Because
out.
that's for 4.
Get in the center line.
That's why I'm saying we have to come in, but I also don't want to give her.
Because those are that.
Like if
that
we
one
have
on
to
the
be
left
here
is
if we're
just
coming
higher.
in.
Yeah, it is just. I also thought of running the corner.
But Shona, we're saying she has this, and if we're not here, it's still for 4. Like if you guys think this is here, we
So-
have to take this away. 'Cause
Trying
this
to
is
come up
harder
with an
than that, I
option.
think.
They would love to prevent Team Howard from scoring, obviously, but how do you do that? You can't take away everything, as the saying goes.
It might be.
And they were down by 4.
Yeah, so you score 1.
I don't know. No.
I don't hate if there's an easier
I don't
shot
know
for our
why.
one. I think we
Like I
take
don't want
it.
to play it, but I
And
don't
then you
like
gotta go
this.
really hard for the steals, right?
I don't know. What do you like, Joe?
Feels worse than I think it is. Right? You score 1.
We can even bump this, can't we?
1 point for the next 3 ends, right?
I think we have to get another one in here.
I don't know.
I mean, here's okay, but yeah. I think it's the
So
same.
the call has been made now by Team
What do you guys
Galusha.
think?
Essentially, it's just take away the hole. Don't know how deep they're going to come with this, but I don't see an awful lot easy for Team Howard here either.
here.
I'm just thinking if they said if they corner freeze on the top yellow, that's okay, but that might be better for us. Just to notice it. Yeah. I think it's there, don't you?
Oh, for sure it is.
Like I'm seeing half a row.
Joanne Rizzo, who's just made some superb shots
Maybe cleaner.
A third.
to get Team Galusha into this 6-2 lead.
I think we could call it timeout and take our time.
Yeah.
I think they're going to try and see if they can corner freeze onto the yellow rock that
Ooh, if the yellow moves helps.
a little heavier than they maybe hope, but a little chap and lie, and it leaves Team Galusha sitting 3.
Ooh, I don't know if that gives her a triple.
And my goodness.
Hammer that.
Well, that is an option.
They're at third now, hey?
They
Yeah.
couldn't hold it for you.
I don't see a way to score.
I don't either.
Leave it.
Ashley, you may have heard her, doesn't see a way to score. We'll listen to them, see what they come up with.
I think we can run the guard in and maybe get two.
I don't see two ever. I think the only shot we have, Russ, is this for one.
Timeout was called. Russ Howard is out there.
Hammer this in.
Do you think it's there?
This.
Oh, this.
I don't think your shooter, I think your shooter is going to spin up into their yellow. Yeah.
I think it's a shot we're playing anyway, right? So it's just the weight.
I mean, we're down by 4.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I don't think but I don't think it's there.
Yeah, I agree. So you're kind of playing it into here.
I like that call, girls. Good sweeping. You guys called that. Joe was just a
Yeah.
little tight.
No?
No.
Yeah.
So you're wanting
I
to
did.
hit here,
I heard
hey?
back 8, yeah. I know. So that's why I was like,
A third?
do I tick off the yellow? And then in the end, it was ticking anyway.
So you guys like a third?
Have some food.
Okay.
That's max, I would say.
Okay. Well, I think you got to throw it hard.
Yes, I do think you have to throw it hard.
Yeah, we're really short on time.
Not going to do much, is it?
Not
Yeah,
with
Joe,
yours.
we were just taking too long, so I was like,
All right,
call her
let's make it.
timeout.
Yeah, let's go.
I will suggest that if this shot is made,
Don't mind a
I'm not
shade.
convinced we'll touch
this is going to be one of the shots of the year, and it's only September.
Into the 8, but
That was a hard one. I had no idea.
I don't know.
Russ was suggesting around the horn somehow, some way, and boy, these are fun. And he would make his broadcast partner Vic Router very happy if Ashley makes this shot as well, because it would be highlight reel to say the least. Just a little tick off their own yellow rock and into the pile of red rocks in the middle of the rings in the 4-foot, and see what happens.
Even if she knows the yellow might spin in. Okay.
Ashley Howard, her last rock, the 7th end,
No, 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 no!
on its way. It's got to catch a piece, and I think it will be
Okay. Okay.
down Broadway. So it will be a steal of 3 for Team Galusha,
3?
Yeah, yeah. You're closer here.
and a 9-2 lead. After 7 ends, teams are required to play 8 ends.
Yeah, we have to play 8, right? Okay.
No, I actually threw it too hard. Yeah?
Yeah. Good, yeah. Good hand.
I didn't think we needed to throw it that hard.
Okay.
Did we? Okay.
Throw it through. No, through. Through. Right?
Yeah.
We just got 3.
Well, I thought so.
Yeah.
I thought I pointed it a bit, so it might curl, but what was it?
3. But we have to play 8, right?
So it is a 9-2 lead for Team Galusha,
We have to play 8.
and they will play out
I
this
believe. Don't
8th
we?
end.
Or is it 6?
And it will be Team Galusha winning its second straight, unless something bizarre happens, but they will move into that A event final that will be played tomorrow at 4 p.m. against the winner of Team Laurie St. George and Team Jesse Hunkin, and that game is at noon today.
Very. Yeah.
Okay.
And the winner of that A event final will go into a qualifying game to get into the pre-trials, the home hardware pre-trials, which will be the end of October in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. Quick look at the other games that are playing out here on the morning draw. The other women's game, we do have Team Caitlin Jones and Team Sarah Wark in, and it is Team Jones up 4-3, playing in the 7th end.
I think it was there.
And Team Lauren Mann of Ottawa up 5-3 on Team Caitlin Jones, or Team Jill Brothers, pardon me, from Halifax. 5-3 lead for Team Lauren Mann. Again, playing the 7th end.
Oh, my second slide is so bad. Good. My job is done.
In the men's games, Team Willie Lyburn up 5-2 over Sean Grassi.
For their peels.
Team Jacques Gauthier gets a deuce in the 7th end. They're up 5-2 now on Team Ryan Weeb. And it is a... And those are the only two men's games going on this morning. And a reminder, we'll be back at noon with more coverage. It'll be a game from the men's trials direct entry event. It'll be Team Colton Flash taking on Team Jason Gunlickson. That's at noon Eastern right here on our YouTube channel.
Did you feel better about your draw weight?
Team Galusha obviously not going to put rocks in play, so just a couple throw-throughs and guards being called for Team Howard in this 9-2 game. We can just give you an update on the other women's game that was taking place. Jill Brothers has stolen one in the 7th end, and they are now down 5-4 playing the 8th end against Lauren Mann. Reminder, all the scores all the time on curling.ca/scoreboard. Curling.ca/scoreboard.
Can we go in? Oh,
Halfway. Halfway. Good.
Nice shot.
Slides there. It's fine.
Or there's this. It's a little thin. What looks better? I just don't want to end up beside it either.
That's what's frustrating.
The one's fine as well.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. Yep.
Wide.
Yes. Hard, Sarah.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Nice shot.
Good. That works. Good, Margot.
Now Team Galusha able to throw some peels, finish out this game. Big 9-2 lead.
Line's good, room. Galen.
T.
Okay, gotta finish it anywhere.
Back 4. We're there. To your broom.
If you can make it curl, you should.
Yep. Go, Kaylin.
Yep, can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. Go, 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 go. A bit more.
Great
She is skipping next game.
Of course, Team Ashley Howard, they're not out of this by any stretch. They'll just drop into the B event.
I like. Good. Yeah.
They'll be back in action. Just looking at this draw. They'll be back in action 4 o'clock today against the winner of the game right next to them, Lauren Mann and Team Brothers. And right now, as we've noted, it is Team Lauren Mann up 5-4 with the hammer playing the 8th end. And we're going to attempt to move our cameras and see if we can pick up the end of that game to close out this broadcast.
Okay.
Yep, line. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Line's good. Okay, deep's fine. I think you're pretty good. Yep. 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 Keep going. Yep. Got it, Barry.
So Team Ashley Howard just trying to make a few shots, get some momentum back in time for their return to the ice this afternoon. Again, more just a little bit of a weight control issue, I think, more than anything with Team Howard. And it doesn't help when you run into a hot skip like Joanne Rizzo, who was making everything today.
Yep. Hard, Joe. Back it up. Hard. Margot, watch it. You might get it. Okay. Good, Sarah. Hard, that one.
That's the call. We don't. If we go after that one, we might give up 3.
That was kind of a weird throw. I hooked it, so.
Little thinner, we have that one.
You almost backed her up.
Hey, I've got lots of
What do you
line.
like here, Joe? Should we hit the open one ever?
Line's
That
good.
gives
It's
them
got to
3.
curl a bit.
So we
But
can
then if-
confirm that once
then
we get through this 8th and presumably
Girl.
final end, we will move over to the Lauren Mann Jill Brothers game that is playing out. They are in the 8th end.
Whatever one you
So
like.
we'll give you some bonus coverage here this morning at the RA Center. Thanks to our broadcast crew that's working alongside.
I like it this way.
Doing a great job bringing this coverage
But what
to
were we playing?
the
'Cause
country.
there's a
We're
big
getting great
difference.
numbers on our YouTube channel, which is lovely to see this time of year.
I mean, that's not.
But obviously the stakes are very high for these events here at the IRA Center, and the curling, I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect coming into an event this time of year, but it's been pretty well executed curling. And considering what's at stake, these teams trying to qualify for the home hardware pre-trials in Liverpool, Nova Scotia, I guess that's not a surprise. And not a surprise either that Team Galusha played so well. They've had a terrific start to the season, made the final of both of the events they've entered, won one of them. And clearly Joanne Rizzo is feeling it early part of this season. And that's not a team I don't think a lot of teams want to play at this event, because they know they're going to get a very, very good, experienced team.
I'll give you that. And Chris has made some pistols too.
Yeah, Krista said she just felt like the throws were better today as well.
Yeah.
And this is Joanne Rizzo.
You know what to do.
Yep.
Team Howard is sitting 3, but a little fall there for Colton. She gets up and she looks to be okay. And the hit and roll over. Sarah Colton is okay. She's young. She pops up. No problems.
And then we lost our sweeper.
I agree.
So Ashley Howard will
Are we nosing?
try and play a hit on that shot stone that belongs to Team Galusha.
Yeah,
Are we nosing?
very good. You feel that nice and positive.
Sure.
I don't know. I didn't want to leave it and then we miss it and we sit there, so I just went for it.
Yep.
Gotta
I
go.
think
Yeah.
so.
and does make the hit and roll.
11.
So it is Team Howard
Pop her up.
sitting 3, but I suspect that set up a bit of a double.
11.
Lazy on you.
And by bit of a double, I mean an obvious double now for Joanne Rizzo to take a pass at with her final stone.
Yep. This should be pretty straight. I think so, don't you?
3 is
Yeah. Whoa, yep. Yep, whoa. Yep. Yes.
The double attempt from Joanne Rizzo,
Good.
and just like that. So it will be a draw for 2 for Ashley Howard.
Good sweep.
Very good.
You got my first one in 6.
I knew you were going to, and when you asked me, I was like inching it out. Because I was like, we're okay anywhere on the outside. Yeah. Okay, so we're at 5 with chance to go.
Just needs to touch paint.
We just go through.
Okay,
Not a super positive throw.
still
I
tracking.
don't know what someone's curling. Okay.
Starting to curl.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, really, really moving. 14-7. Good.
And
Nice shot, Ashley.
called and executed, and the teams will
Sweet.
virtually shake hands, and that will be the ball game. It was a 9-4 lead for Team Galusha. 9-4 victory that advances them to the A event final.
And we're done.
And we will close out action on sheet D, and we will shift operations over to sheet C for the remainder of this draw.
In there. So you
We'll
had
get
very
things
good
set up for that,
recovery.
but we can tell you it is a 5-4 lead for Lauren Mann's team from Ottawa. They have hammer, but there has been rocks in play in every end.
Ashley struggled back
A lot of rocks in play in every end, I can tell you. And right now, I can tell you that Jill Brothers has 2 stones buried behind a bunch of center guards, and you can see over on the right side of the screen, 2 rocks buried.
I can keep my physio appointment.
And Lauren Mann is going to try the run back and see if she can clear out some of those center guards. This is her first rock of the end. Trying to see if she can give herself a shot on her last rock. And she does manage to remove one of the center guards and one of the shot stones. Now Jill Brothers will see if she can get another one in there right tight and put the pressure up. She's talking with her vice skip, Erin Carmody. This team obviously represented Nova Scotia at the Scotties last February in Calgary. Didn't make the championship pool, but a lot of experience on this team. Erin Carmody, of course, finished second at the Scotties one year, 2010. Memorable run before losing to Jennifer Jones in the final of the Scotties at, I believe it was Sault Ste. Marie. Both these teams lost their opening games in this event yesterday. Jill Brothers lost to Team St. George 8-4 yesterday, while Team Mann was a 12-2 loser to Jesse Hunkin. So that shot is a little short from Jill Brothers. She hoped to bring it into the rings, but certainly does provide cover. And it's going to be awfully hard to remove that. I guess there is the off the stone in the 4 o'clock position on the house that Lauren is looking at. Just to run down the lineup, that's Lauren Mann Skipping, Kira Brunton at vice skip, Cheryl Krevzak at second, and Karen Trines at lead. And they are going to try the in-off, and that will score 2 if they can make it. Kira Brunton will hold the broom for her. Kira Brunton playing at a lot of recent Canadian Junior Championships representing Northern Ontario. Won the 2017 Canadian Under-18 Championship skipping Northern Ontario. So here it is, Lauren Mann playing the in-off. It's Karen Drines and Cheryl Krevzak trying to sweep it, but it's going to over-curl. And it will be a steal of 1 for Team Jill Brothers. Down 5-2 at one point, but score of 1 in the 6th end, a steal of 1 in the 7th, and another steal of 1 in the 8th end, and that puts us into a 5-5 tie. And Team Man will have hammer again in the 9th end. But boy, oh boy, there's been lots and lots of rocks in play, and that certainly does help when your team trying to come back, such as Team Man. Running down this Team Brothers lineup. Very familiar faces to a lot of people. Jill Brothers calling the shots. She's been at numerous Scotties over the years. Erin Carmody at vice. It is Kim Kelly playing second. Sarah Murphy, the regular second, couldn't make the trip, so Kim Kelly, a longtime teammate of Colleen Jones, and boy, Kim's got enough Scotties jewelry from over the years to open up her own jewelry store, as we all know. Just one of the greatest players in Canadian curling history is Kim Kelly, and just wonderful to see her on the ice here in Ottawa. And throwing lead rocks, Jen Mitchell for Team Jill Brothers from Halifax. A reminder that the winner of this game will move along in the B event and will take on Ashley Howard. And that game will take place at 4 o'clock today. And that's lead Karen Trines for Team Man. Lauren was a member of the Ontario team skipped by Jen Hanna at the 2016 Scotties in Grand Prairie. Karen also played at the 2018 Scotties, by the way, with Holly Duncan at Penticton. So got some Scotties experience, obviously. So game on, as we might have expected. Jill Brothers does have the guard up and does have a shot in the forefoot, but partially exposed. And Karen Trines, left-hander, is going to try and move it. And does execute the hit and rolls over to the open side. So Kim Kelly now in the hack. I don't think we need to tell you about Kim Kelly's accomplishments because it would take the rest of the broadcast. Suffice it to say, she has won more Scotties Tournament of Hearts, more World Championships, more World Senior Championships, just about anyone alive. And I think that sums it up quite nicely. Trying to hold that on line, get the nose hit, and it will indeed knows hit and stick. Now Cheryl Krevizuk, the second for Team Man. Cheryl, no stranger to high performance curling, of course. Played on that Holly Duncan team in 2018 at Penticton and at the Scotties. Also, longtime alternate for Team Rachel Holman. Played with them at a number of events over the years, World Championships, Scotties, etc. Also won gold at the Canadian University Championships back-to-back, 2011 and 2012, and a bronze in 2014. And also played at a World Universiad in 2013. So no shortage of experience for Cheryl Krevizuk. So she rolls out her shooter, but does remove the Team Brothers stone, but it does give Kim Kelly now a chance to draw behind that guard and set up another potential steal. We have one other final that we can tell you about. Team Caitlin Jones, Assiniboine, Manitoba, a big 6 in the 7th end, and they cruise to a 10-4 win over Team Sarah Work from Abbotsford, British Columbia. So Team Jones moves along in the B event, and will play again tonight at 8 o'clock against the loser of Team St. George and Team Hunkin. Team Work drops down to the C event. Triple knockout that will determine 2 qualifying teams for the home hardware pre-trials in late October in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. So the guard is removed from play, and now it's just going to be up to Erin Carmody to replace that guard. Erin, of course, was playing on that Kathy O'Rourke skip team from Prince Edward Island that lost the gold medal game. Just one of the great finals of all time, too, by the way, for the Scotties. 8-7 in an extra end. And Team Jones did what Team Jones does an awful lot. Came back from an early deficit, down 6-3 after 6 ends. Came back to win that game in an extra end. But great experience. Erin Carmody was the lead on that team, skipped by Kathy O'Rourke. Pardon me, Erin was throwing skip rocks, but the skip was Kathy O'Rourke. Erin was throwing 4th on that team, so. But came a little deep on that guard attempt, and that allowed for the clear out. And nice shot by Kira Brunton to make that essentially a triple takeout. And now we've got an open house. And I imagine Lauren Mann would love to keep it as clear as possible and carry Hammer into the 10th end. Kira Brunton, by the way, recipient in 2017 of Curling Canada Foundation, the Curling Canada Foundation's For the Love of Curling Scholarship. It's an annual scholarship that's handed out to young curlers across Canada to help them pursue their athletic and scholastic dreams. And she was a recipient, as noted, in 2017. Makes the open hit, but leaves a center guard up there, and Jill Brothers is going to see if she can generate something. She would love to either steal or force, steal a point or force Lauren Mann to take a point. The blank would be the worst, least desired outcome for Team Brothers here, because that would allow Team Lauren Mann to take last rock advantage into the 10th end. Five tie, 10th end, or 9th end. Jill Brothers, her first throw, trying to get behind that short red team man center guard. That's hanging out, though. It's going to have to curl an awful lot. Kim Kelly seeing if she can help it along and see if she can get it partially tucked. I'd say there's a bit hiding, but I would say mostly exposed and definitely available for Lauren Mann. Lauren Mann played in a couple Scotties Tournament of Hearts. Skipped Quebec 2015 to a 3-8 record. That was in Moose Jaw. And then played vice skip in 2017 at St. Catharines. Playing with Eve Belil. Her first shot of this end on path and makes the hit and stick and sits in the rings. So she's gambling to see if she can maybe generate a deuce here in this ninth end, which wouldn't be a terrible outcome either for Team Man. But it does allow Jill Brothers to play the freeze. If she can freeze this rock, it would be awfully hard for Team Man to score a couple here. So big shot coming up for Jill Brothers. Clockwise rotation. Her intern. Freeze attempt for Jill Brothers, and it's up to that sweeping tandem of Kim Kelly and Jen Mitchell to see if they can get it there. That's going to have to move and come down. It's a little on the warm side. So it does move it back, and it is shot rock. Just about all exposed, but it's definitely a shot that Lauren's going to have to be very, very careful with. You can't afford to leave this outside at all because that would produce the jam and another steal for Jill Brothers. So Lauren Mann, having given up steals the last two ends, is in a 5-5 tie. Needs to make this shot. 2 is a possibility, but it's going to have to be made perfectly. We've seen this end that this side will definitely curl. You see Cheryl Krevazak trying to get some curl out of it, trying to see if she can get it to move. But that's hanging out. And it doesn't touch. It's a flash, practically just nibbles it, and it is another steal for Team Jill Brothers. My goodness. A 6-5 lead for Jill Brothers going into the 10th end. Steals in the 7th end, 8th end, and 9th end. And it will be Lauren Mann with hammer down 1. And trying to find a way to turn around that momentum because it's certainly gotten away from them after taking a 5-2 lead after 5 ends. 2 men's games still on the ice in the pre-trials direct entry. Over on sheet A, it is Jacques Gauthier of Winnipeg up 6-5 with hammer playing the 10th end against Team Weeb. And Team Weeb did manage to score a 3 in the 9th end to make this 10th end interesting. And in the other game, another all-Manitoba matchup, it's Team Willie Lyburn up 5-4 on Team Sean Grassy. Grassy having stolen one in the 9th to, again, make this 10th a little more interesting. Both those games are B-event games. The winners will be back on the ice tonight at 8 o'clock. The losers will be on the ice tomorrow at 8 a.m., those men's games. So we are underway in the 10th end. Jill Brothers, the comeback kids, seeing how they can, if they can hold this lead now. The winner of this game will take on Ashley Howard in a B event game later. The loser drops to the C event. I can tell you these teams have only, at least these skips at any rate, have only played each other once. Likely with different teammates, I suspect, but that game took place 2013. It was an Ontario Scotties Challenge round game. Jill Brothers a 7-5 win over Lauren Mann on that occasion. Couple counters in there for Team Brothers, but I think Lauren Mann decided to make at least one of them go away, but the preferred outcome would certainly be a roll behind that corner guard. But she'll roll out the shooter. And Jill Brothers will try and continue to protect that shot stone. I mean, concept of momentum in curling. Certainly Lauren Mann had it after the 5th end. And certainly after the 6th end when she managed to force Brothers to take one. But since then it's been nothing but Team Jill Brothers. Singles in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. And the long guard is played, and it looks pretty protected, but it is long enough that I think Lauren will have access to it. Cheryl Krevazuk will play her out turn, counterclockwise rotation to keep all those coaches happy. And again, see if she can get the roll behind that corner. Looks like it has potential. Running a little straight now. We'll see if she can get the roll. And there it is. Really nice throw, really nice weight control, good sweeping, good line call. There's your team shot. Interesting to note that last and only meeting between Lauren Mann and Jill Brothers. A couple familiar faces on that were playing with Jill Brothers at that time. My colleague Danielle Inglis, who manages social media for Curling Canada through Second Rocks. Holly Nickel, who we mentioned earlier, who skipped Ontario at a Scotties, was throwing lead rocks on that team. So it did roll far enough that Kim Kelly was able to get it on the wide out turn. And Stephanie Mumford, at least that's her married name, Stephanie Mumford. Then she was Stephanie LeDrew. She was playing third rocks for Jill that year. So pretty good lineup. So Cheryl Krevizek now trying the hit and roll from the other way, and then again gets a nice roll. See how much that Erin Carmody can see from the hack. A little bit. But it's still decision time for Jill Brothers. Does she make a pass at that? Or does she throw behind? And she will go behind the center guard. Are they going to want to have a talk about it maybe? There it is. You leave that rock out there, and obviously it does open the door for a winning deuce for Team Men. I guess that's going to be the nature of the discussion. They sure had luck with the stealing strategy too, and that's been being aggressive, making the draws behind cover. Jeff Wilson is their coach. He has joined them, this team representing the Halifax Curling Club. And boy, it must be nice to have a voice like Kim Kelly's in that mix as well to offer some perspective. But Jill Brothers, clearly no slouch. She's one of the real solid skips in Canada, has played at a number of Scotties representing Nova Scotia. No shortage of experience on that team, even without Kim Kelly, honestly. So the call has been made. Let's get one in there. Third rocks here in this 10th end. The only women's game left on the ice, as noted. 2 other women's games wrapped up early. Team Kerry Galusha from Yellowknife, a 9-4 winner over Ashley Howard. And Team Caitlin Jones. Caitlin, of course, former World Junior Champion, with a big win over Sarah Wark. 10-3. 11-3, pardon me. I could not see that. There we go. So the rock is underway from Carmody. They're sweeping for line and maybe for weight. And, yeah, light and tight. And suddenly Lauren Mann now has shot rock and rock in hand and a chance to get in behind those high yellow guards first. This team representing the Ottawa Curling Club. Bouncing back nicely from yesterday. Never fun losing 12-2, but they have come back very, very nicely. Now they're calling an audible, seeing if they can get a rub off that. It does not, but it still it protects their shot stone, but it does give Erin Carmody another shot at getting behind cover. And if they can get one in here, it will not be easy to remove. But getting in here is the factor too. So they're not going to go for the forefoot. I don't think the forefoot's really accessible on this side. So it'll be trying to draw behind one of their long yellow guards, Erin Carmody. She was light and tight on her last one. The weight looks better. And it's certainly going to be by. Now, will it stop? Lauren Mann ready to sweep. And it will just skate a little too far, and it is second shot. So they had to sweep it for line. Now, Lauren Mann with shot rock, and she will ask Kira Brunton to come in and get another stone in scoring position. There is a port available on this out-turn side. And that's what they're calling, trying to get through that port and get one buried, another one buried. And now will that come down in time? It's going to be behind the tee and a little deep, but it is still Team Lauren Mann sitting 2. But the fact that that came deep does allow Jill Brothers to follow it, maybe bury one a little bit better. Kira Brunton, by the way, we were talking about her. She was an alternate for the Northern Ontario team, skipped by Krista Burns, that played at the Scotties last season in Calgary. So had a little bit of high-level experience at that level in women's curling. So now, Jill Brothers trying to see if she can find that port. Now let's see if they can get it to curl a little more, but love to have it stop in front of the tee line, and it will be deep, but frozen. So that essentially neutralizes that second Team Man stone. So it is shot rock frozen for Team Jill Brothers. So she's certainly given herself a chance at an extra end, if not better, right now. So we've seen that path a couple times now, and Lauren Mann will try and find a way through the path herself. Just take a couple feet off her first delivery of this end. This is her first delivery at this end, just come a couple feet shyer than Kira Brunton's last shot. But they certainly know that it'll finish. They should have a good sense of the weight by now. This looks a little wide, though. Trying to see if they can get it to curl in. It will not. But now see if they can get a result that way, and it will sit fourth shot. So it is a huge opportunity now for Jill Brothers. She is shot rock, rock in hand, with her second rock of this end, and she can bury one top 4. That might win the game for her. I can tell you there is an extra end coming in the men's game between Weeb and Gauthier. They're in a 6-6 tie after Weeb stole one in the 10th end. And the other men's game is now a final. Willie Lyburn with a 6-4 win over Sean Grassi. Reminder, we will be back on the air at noon Eastern time, right here on Curling Canada YouTube channel, noon Eastern. Colton Flash against the gunner, Jason Gunlickson, in the direct entry trials event. Winners, 2 men's teams, 3 women's teams will come out of the trials direct entry event and go straight to the Tim Hortons trials in Saskatoon. So here's Jill Brothers' shot. It's a little wide, looks a little heavy. And bit of a disappointing outcome there for Jill Brothers. She had a real chance to win this game with that shot. And instead, it's going to be Lauren Mann calling a timeout. She was tight on time, but she will have a draw to the full 4 to force an extra end. She has backing, and she knows this pass. She threw it on her first. Lauren Mann gave up steals in the last 3 ends, and that got us to this position where Jill Brothers has a 6-5 lead here in this 10th end. Final shot of the 10th. Lauren Mann needs full 4 to force an extra end. And they're at work. Cheryl Krevizuk and Karen Trines. Line looks pretty good. Weight looks okay. And they're already giving her the salute. A great pressure shot from Lauren Mann, and we will go to extra ends. But for the first time since the 6th end, it will be Jill Brothers who has last rock advantage. So just a very topsy-turvy game. But nice to see a made shot by Lauren Mann that gets us to extras. Just talked about the rest of the broadcasts today. We talked to Jason Gunlickson taking on Colton Flash. A couple of hard-throwing tuckers as the skips there. Should be interesting. Suzanne Burt and Corinne Brown, they will go head-to-head at 4 o'clock Eastern on Curling Canada YouTube. Both of those skips represented their provinces at the Scotties in the Bubble in Calgary last February. And then tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, we'll see the gunner back on. He will take on Mike McEwen in a battle of Manitoba champions. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern, right here on Curling Canada YouTube. A reminder, all the scores all the time, line scores, standings, etc. You can find it all on curling.ca/scoreboard. That's curling.ca/scoreboard. So 2 extra ends on the ice, but you may hear in the background as well, we've got the ice techs out there under the capable leadership of John Wall. They're getting these sheets ready for that 12 o'clock draw. You may have heard earlier we had from the RA Center the CEO, and we're talking about the ice colors here. And those are, for your information, they will glow in the dark, so they will have, these will be the permanent ice for all leagues here at the RA Center, so they will have glow-in-the-dark curling on occasion. And despite my requests to various people, we will not have glow-in-the-dark curling at this event, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. So we're underway here in the 10th end, or 11th end. Center guard placed by Lauren Mann's team, and Jill Brothers trying to come around it. She does. Would like to have it stop before the tee line, and it will just slide a little bit deep. Not a bad result. Shot rock for Jill Brothers, and based on what we've seen from these two teams, there will be no shortage of rocks in play for this 11th end. Now Karen Trines, the left-hander, with her out turn, clockwise rotation. Playing the long center guard now. And that's the strategy when you're trying to steal a point. 2 guards, as much separation as possible on that center line. Not bad, they would have liked a little more, but do for now. Now Jen Mitchell. We'll see if they can get another stone into that 4-foot behind the center guards. women's B event game in the triple knockout draw, meaning teams have 3 lives before they are eliminated. That'll get us to a playoff on Saturday and Sunday. The A and B event winners will play at 5 o'clock. That's at Eastern Time on Saturday. And the winner will go to the pre-trials, the home hardware pre-trials in Liverpool. The loser of that game would then drop to play the C event winner Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. And that will decide the other trip to Liverpool, Nova Scotia. And I have zero doubt Jill Brothers would love to be one of those teams traveling to Liverpool, because I'm sure she would have a lot of support at home. Still not determined whether there will be fans in attendance at Liverpool. Obviously, Curling Canada and the host committee in Liverpool will be in constant contact with the local and regional and national authorities to make sure all rules are followed and guidelines. So now Kim Kelly being asked to clear out the front a little bit. And does manage to remove some of the stones in the house, but it still leaves a couple of staggered guards up there and definitely helps Team Lauren Mann. Now Cheryl Kravizuk, part of that Kravizuk family that I think you have to define as Ottawa curling royalty. Papa Doug, of course her sisters, Allison and Lynn, won a lot of games, done a lot of good things for curling in this Ottawa area as well over the years. That slides in just a little bit deep, but it's corner frozen. Now Jill Brothers will ask Kim Kelly to once again see if she can remove one, if not both of those guards with this peel attempt. And keep that 4-foot path open for Jill, thinking ahead to a potential last rock draw for a victory. And that is what you call a perfect double peel. Nicely done by Kim Kelly. So they'll try and replace the center guard. Lauren Mann does have shot rock, but it's behind the tee line, and at some point you have to think that Jill Brothers will love to leave that situation because she'd be able to draw to the backing for the win. Kira Brunton now being asked to play the center guard. Kira, one of the number of just really, truly great young players coming out of Northern Ontario these days. Obviously, Brad Jacobs did generate a lot of enthusiasm among the younger generation. Some of the women's curlers, Krista Burns, Megan Smith, Sarah Guy, Amanda Gates, obviously they all played at the Scotties last year with Kira as their alternate. You have those Horgans coming out of Northern Ontario, Tanner and Jacob. They're playing, I believe some are playing in Ontario now. They moved and joined what formerly was Team McDonald, I believe. But they went to a lot of juniors and came close to winning a lot of juniors representing Northern Ontario. So Aaron Carmody being asked to play the peel on this. Rocks in front of the house do not favor Jill Brothers, suffice it to say. Kim Kelly will try and get that rock out of play. So another guard is the call for Kira Brunton. It is Lauren Mann with Shot Rock, back of the button. But the button is open for Jill Brothers, who does have last rock here in this 11th end. That's going to come in a little deep. So here's an opportunity for Aaron Carmody to throw a hit and clear out a lot of that granite that's around the forefoot, which wouldn't be a bad thing from the perspective of Jill Brothers. So the rocks are no longer frozen, but it is still, I believe, Team Man with Shot Rock. As we move into skip rocks here in this extra end. Definitely a pocket back there at the back four. That may be the shot for Lauren Mann, is to draw right into that pocket. Cheryl Krevazuk, Karen Trines, guiding it in. So the call was for a guard. Maybe leave that draw to the pocket for the last one, but even then, draw into the pocket will still give an easy shot for Jill Brothers relatively, because she can just draw on top of it and cover the button. So now the debate for Jill Brothers is, do you clear the guard or do you get in there first? And I think that is certainly what she and Aaron Carmody are discussing. And they will call a timeout. Have a chat with their coach, Jeff Wilson. "90-second timeout." Neither one of these teams in time trouble in this last end. Only one other game on the ice. They too are in an extra end. That's the men's game between Team Jacques Gauthier, Team Ryan Wiebe. Six-all tie, and it is Team Gauthier with the hammer. So the decision has been made, and it looks like they are going to peel the center guard. And that was the debate. Get in there first or peel the guard. I don't mind this call. Team man will have a couple options as well. And there is the peel and a little bonus jam and roll, but it doesn't really change the situation. It is still team man. Sitting shot rock, back 4. And this shot is about protecting that shot rock and making Jill Brothers' last shot for the potential win as hard as possible. And top 4 would certainly seem to accomplish that. Basically throws down the gauntlet to Jill to say, okay, you either cold draw to bite the button or you play the double and take a chance on a jam. They did call the timeout, but I don't think there's too much complicated to discuss here. Just make sure you've got the right path, make sure you've got the right weight in your mind as you head down to the hack to throw. Game that got a little bit away from Lauren Mann. Up 5-2 at the 5th end break, and then gave up a series of steals. But a chance to steal one of her own here in this 11th end and move along in the B event. Discussion with her sweepers, Cheryl Krevizak and Karen Trines, just to make sure everybody's on the same page where they want this rock to end up. And just a quick update, we can tell you that Jacques Gauthier, Team Jacques Gauthier, did take 2 in the 11th end, 2 in the extra to defeat Team Ryan Weeb 8-6 and move along in the B event. And that drops Team Weeb to the C event. Lauren Mann's final delivery underway. Looking for top 4. This is entirely in the hands now of Karen Trines and Cheryl Krevizak to make sure. Looks a little on the warm side. Top 4. It's going to be frozen to their own, it looks like. So that gives Jill Brothers the shot for the win. Just get to the nose of that red stone. Draw to backing. They know this path. It's been used for the last 2 or 3 shots now. A draw for the victory. Sweeping this for weight. It's got to get there. Jen Mitchell, Kim Kelly, and they will not get it there, and it's going to be a steal of 2 for Team Lauren Mann. And that will be a big victory for Team Lauren Mann of Ottawa, the hometown hopefuls, and it will be an 8-6 victory that will advance Team Lauren Mann in the B event. So with that, we will say thank you for watching this morning's broadcast, and a reminder, we'll be back on at noon Eastern Time. Jason Gunlickson taking on Colton Flash. So, from the RA Center, this is Al Cameron from Curling Canada saying so long for now.
Get your tickets now at curling.ca.